It is done. I've decrypted and analyzed Kang's data codex. Avengers. I know the missing moment that Kang and Myddrin seek and what it pretends for all of us. We must speak with Reed Richards. We're back with this Avengers series because this is going to be something very important because we figure out what the Grail is and it connects to Secret Wars. Let's see what happens in issue 29. Then go to the glass house that's stuck in within no time, and Myddrin is talking to his Twilight Court. Talks about he required heroes, and he is no hero, but he has never made a claim to be one. For the heroes who couldn't save worlds have avenged them. We go to current day at a fantastic farmhouse in Arizona as the Avengers speak with Reed Richards. Every Avenger begins to give certain pieces to Reed Richards to formulate everything for this missing moment. Grail talks about the first initial meeting of Kang and how he's trying to find this missing moment back in issue 2. How he wanted to get the missing moment before this Myddrin character. Adds in more detail saying that a single moment all time accessible to him or any other time traveler. He asks, I wonder why Kang would come to the Avengers for help. Tony tells him it's because he couldn't reach it. Kang told us that the missing moment was only accessible under very exact circumstances, which explains those circumstances possibly. One, a series of apocalyptic crises known as tribulation events the Avengers will have to overcome. Experience 2, the arrival of the Ashen Combine and the Blood Hunt. Since those two events have already been met by heroes, Myddrin tells the Twilight Court that he created them in their own image so that they might be his own Avengers. Artur the King after Black Panther, Lancelot the Star after Captain Marvel, Galhant the God after Thor and Storm, Veer the Engineer after Iron Man, Ursulak the Construct after Vision, Merciful the Icon after Captain America, Mordred the Witch after the Scarlet Witch. Myddrin explains that instead of you guys being Avengers, you are my knights. Veer asks, will you share with us what this is? He explains that the Grail is the ultimate prize. Back to Sam. Sam explains that the Avengers end up getting a data archive of Kang that was in his quest before he got ambushed by Myddrin, and he had the information stolen from his brain directly. Vision tells him that the prize, this Grail, will undo the entire universe. Storm explains the Grail is a flaw in the very structure of reality, all which adds more information. Galactus came to our cosmos via the death of his own. The possessor of the Grail will leave our universe and signal the birth of a new one. Dream that Nightmare had showed her and Thor, something they never understood before. Just overwhelmed because it's a lot of information to take in. He's wondering what else could there possibly be? Are there more tribulation events that need to be faced before anyone can access this Grail? Tony tells him no. Vision explains that in the data archive of Kang is that they realized that it was no longer accurate. They had to deal with some other things, being the king of magic, the cannibal culture, the death moon, but something changed. Questers for the Grail have cheated. Telling his knights he thought that they would be the heroes who would meet the tribulation events. Then he saw them die time and time again. Tor then asked him, how many times did we fail you? Myddrin just replies, how many stars in the sky, O king? Then explains that he would need something more powerful, more primordial power to access this Grail moment, such as that of the Grand Master. And come back to the Avengers talking about this. Explain that they met with Kang and Myddrin. The spectrolium of the Grand Master was destroyed, but there was a rupture of great primordial power that was still left, tore a great rent in the fabric of space and time. It's like, okay, we just have to find the original steps and fix it. Grail tells him, Reed, we know where it came from. You made it. Ask Reed if you could tell them how their universe, the seventh cosmos, was destroyed and how he rebuilt it from nothing in the eighth cosmos. Myddrin remembers the time of the Secret Wars as well. The universe was remade and a man with the power of God controlled everything. Galhant is still confused and wonders, if they're just a man, how can a man do a such thing? Myddrin wants to reward her for her cleverness. We come back to the Avengers as Reed realizes that he did create the eighth cosmos. Child goes to comfort Reed and tells him, Reed, I remember Battle World unlike everyone else here. We built an entire universe, you, a human being, and nothing made by a human is without a flaw. Reed feels like he's failed. My own need to find the next horizon imprinted into the fabric of the universe. Reed's unsure and wants to know, how can we stop this? Storm tells him, we can save the world. Grail adds in, we can save all the worlds. And we finally go back to Myddrin for once. Thanks the Knights for serving him well, but they have one final order. But they have a new master, the Grand Master. They were simply a payment for a wager. One fell swoop, the Knights are taken away. Before they're fully gone, Mordred releases a curse upon the wizard. The Grand Master tells him, Myddrin, I do not wish to ever see you again. Myddrin tells him, you don't have to worry about that. I am planning a journey. See you guys in the next issue. Take care.